guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you 4 really simple DIYs to decorate your home. These are all going to be in the form of wall art, so if you have some bare walls, this will be perfect to jazz it up and personalise it. Now, all of the things you need for these DIYs you should already have at home. If not, they're usually very easy and cheap to get hold of, and all of these hacks are also renter friendly. So I will include everything that I feature in this video in the description box down below, and please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and I would love if you would subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're alerted when I next upload a video. So let's get into it. So for the first DIY, I'm going to show you how I made this translucent picture frame. It is called the Leboda from Ikea, and to be honest I was looking for a gold frame, but they didn't have one. But this one you could easily take it apart and spray paint it, but for the purposes of this one I will use the black frame and see how I feel. This one is 16 by 16 centimetres, which is 6 1/4 by 6 1/4 inches. And then what you're going to want are some dried flowers. So these are 2 that I have prepared already, and this is from a bunch of flowers that I had, but they were sadly wilting. So before they completely went, I went ahead and pressed them in a heavy book, and I left these in for at least about a week or so, but obviously the longer you do it the better. So the best way to do this is if you arrange it first, so put this down as the base, arrange this first onto here. So you just kind of want to see what side looks prettier. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that arrangement, and then what I'm going to do is pop this on top. Now I haven't completely flattened these flowers, and obviously the flatter the better really. So what you're going to do is push this down as much as possible, and then make sure you're getting this the right way around. It's just, and actually if your design is quite complicated, you might want to sort of stick these down. So there you have it. And I think they're really cute because actually the fact that you've got this plain background, if you have, say, a patterned wall or you want it to blend into the room quite nicely without breaking it up too much, you can see that coming through the back. So that's the first one. So the next DIY that we're going to be doing is these really large block coloured posters. So what you want is this perforated A1 flip chart pad. You just clip it to the sides of the table. Yeah, a lot cheaper, but you can use some Scotch tape as well. This works just as well. And what we're going to do is just run it along the edge. So what you're going to need now is some acrylic paint, and you can choose whatever colour you like, but for our living room we've got these 3 colours as a bit of a theme, just to brighten up the room because it's a little bit dull on that side. So the good thing about acrylic paint actually is it dries very fast, especially if you're using quite a thin layer. So this is perfect if you haven't got much time to leave it to dry. So just squeezing it into a little palette there, and then we're going to start painting. And you can do any pattern you like. I've gone for the block coloured look, and you'll see that in the end clip of what they're going to look like. Now, once it's dry, you're going to want to take off the masking tape or the scotch tape, whichever one you've used, and just slowly peel this away just to give you a nice clean edge. And it really contrasts well with a more rustic look of the actual paint. I haven't done any neat lines. I wanted it to be quite wishy-washy in texture and style, but obviously if you want more clean lines, just put some masking tape throughout the artwork that you're doing. As you can see here, there are some areas where it has seeped through underneath the tape a little bit. But what you can do is just grab some white paint and just tidy up the edges if that bothers you. But I've just left it as it is because I think it does give it a little bit more character. For this next one, you're going to need a printer. So what I will do is I'll just do a little cutaway on the side of the screen recording. But basically what you need to do is get a hold of a picture, ideally one that's got quite a high contrast and one that's quite simple. I found that was the one that the filter worked better with in terms of not creating unnecessary lines or missing lines. So choose a nice simple picture of what you would like an outline of, and then import that into PixArt. And then as you can see here, you need to go into the effects and select the sketch option. And then what you need to do is go into the colours and choose the negative option. And what that will do is give you the line drawing, and you can manipulate these to a point. You can get rid of some lines, add some lines, and then once you're happy with that, print that out. And then what you're going to do is draw over the lines. So you can do this in any way you like. You can use acrylic paint if you wanted to look a bit more abstract. You can use a marker like I'm showing you here in the next clip. And you can just play around with it, have a bit of fun, choose different colours, different backgrounds, white on black, etc. So yeah, I think this one turned out really good. So once that you've printed out the image, you can go over the lines either with a marker pen or acrylic paint if you want it to look a little bit more rustic and a bit more artsy and abstract. But I'm just going over with a marker just because I wanted that really clean black line. And then all you need to do now is pop it into a frame, and I've chosen this really simple black frame that will go with the line imaging from the photograph. And here it is. guys, I hope you enjoyed those, and I hope I've inspired you a little bit to do your own DIY wall arts. Wall art can be really expensive, so I think these are some great, really expensive looking DIYs that you can put in your home, and you can change them up as much as you like. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like this video, and I would love it if you would subscribe and hit the notification bell. But until next time, bye. Easy to do.